Voncille, do you remember when we started taking the training courses to do this show?
Yes, I do. It was a lot of fun
Yes, it was. And here we are, 6 years later, still doing the show,
and having lots of fun.
having a lot of fun. And that's what we'll continue talking about tonight. So stay with us.
We'll be right back.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of Living a Godly Marriage. I'm your host, Melvin Greene.
I'm your co-host, Voncille Greene.
And we are in part 4 of a series called
Having Fun in Marriage.
Marriage, yes. And we've been talking about different ways that a couple can have fun to light up the romance, rekindle the romance.
With your hun.
Yes, and that's such an important thing. And we've covered a variety of categories. So that's where we'll start tonight, Voncille.
Okay.
Let's cover real quickly what the categories are. First, we talked about
Growing spiritually.
and we gave a list of fun activities there. Then we talked about going to restaurants and food.
Trying new foods.
Yes.
Volunteering together.
Yeah, many organizations or churches would love you to volunteer. Then in our last episode, we talked about music.
Yes.
Music fun activities.
Set in the mood.
Right.
It's okay.
And we also talked about
Traveling out of town.
yes,
Always good to get away.
whether it's day trips, weekend
Right.
trips, there are things that you can do to have fun in marriage that way. And the last category that we covered, the sixth category, was watching or,
Participating in sports.
and we gave you a whole bunch of ideas there that you could do not just as a couple, but individually. So we'll pick up tonight talking about
Going to local places. You don't have to spend a lot of money to have fun in marriage. There are a lot of local places that you can go to.
yes. So let's talk about those.
You can go
And let me just mention before we get started, sorry, dear, for the sake of space, we've put more than one activity on a line. Also, we're going to pause after we go over the individual activities on different slides. Then we'll put them all up, and what we want you to do is take a picture with your cell phone of that slide. We'll leave it up for a few seconds, but get ready. Put your cell phone nearby so that you can take a picture of those activities. And then after the show, what should they do with that?
participate in some of those activities together as a
Yes,
couple.
or sit down and talk about them.
Pick
Which
out your
one?
top 3 or whatever, and then combine your list together.
Yeah, talk about them. Which of those that sound like fun? What can we do? And in fact, once we go through all the categories, we're going to talk about next steps. But let's go ahead and get started with going to local places to have fun. So the first one is...
So you can go to an aquarium or a zoo if you like animals, or if you don't. It's fun.
Yeah, take the kids or go by yourself. When's the last time you've gone to... Baltimore has a great aquarium,
Yes.
or you could go to the DC has a zoo, Baltimore has a zoo. So that's one place. Another is to go to a planetarium or observatory.
Yes.
We used to live in College Park, and the University of Maryland had an observatory 5 minutes from us. And I remember going there,
Yes.
looking up through the telescopes at the stars and planets. And that was fun.
And oftentimes, the simplest things you can have the most fun is the most memorable.
Right. Or you may need to look online and see. But that observatory, I remember that because, I'm a big Star Trek
Yes,
fan.
I know you are. I know you
But
are.
it was fun.
It
It
was
really
fun.
fun.
And I usually have fun when I'm with you anyway, just sitting
Me
beside you. I
too.
have
Me
fun.
too. So let's look at what else you could do.
You can go to a flea market or a thrift store.
Yeah, now I know down on 95 south of DC, they got those big flea markets with many, many tables. You can spend hours in there.
I love it.
Or you can do like we like to do is occasionally we go to a thrift store just looking for items and we normally find something.
Yeah, you can find games there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
kinds of-
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So go to a flea market or a thrift store. Or
You can go to a picnic. You can have a picnic on your deck. We've done that. That's a lot of fun. Or you can go to a carnival, a fair, or a festival. A lot of
right.
things you can do locally.
Right.
And that's
I
not
know.
going to cost you a lot of money.
Yeah, I know now in Maryland they have the Renaissance Festival. So there are a lot of places locally. Another place.
I love to go to Luray Caverns. I love the drive, Skyline Drive.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Luray Caverns
Especially
is
in
really.
the fall when the leaves start to change colors.
Yeah, Skyline Drive. In fact, you could do both in the same day, Luray Caverns, and see those wonderful underground caverns, and also Skyline Drive. And one of the improvements they've made at Luray Caverns is now accessible
Yes.
for those that are just differently able.
Differently abled, yes.
That's right. So Luray Caverns, and with the fall coming up, consider going to Skyline
It's
Drive.
beautiful. It's a beautiful
It's
drive.
really beautiful. Or
You can go on a train ride. I know you love trains. So you can go on a train ride
Yeah.
in the fall to see leaves again.
Western
fun.
Maryland,
Yeah.
New Cumberland, and up in that neck of the woods, and I
Yeah.
mean woods, you could get a nice train ride and go through and just see the leaves.
And you can have a meal also on the train. They serve you food.
Yeah,
So,
some
yes.
of them serve dinners. Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. And again, you can look online and get more information. Another one?
One of my favorite things, I love to go to the museums, and we have tons of museums in the Washington, D.C. area.
A variety of
Yes,
Smithsonian
yes.
museums, and
American history.
yeah, large ones, small ones,
And
local
Museum of the
ones.
Bible, that's
Yeah,
fairly, it's
Museum
very
of the Bible.
popular.
Yeah, we've gone there a few times and love it. And of course, we've mentioned this before, but restaurants.
We love to eat. Like, I like to
And
say,
you can
it's
meet
true.
family or
Yeah, friends
friends at
there.
restaurants.
That's
So
true.
you can have fun.
Or make new friends there.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It could be a group of people at a restaurant. You have a great time. Also, go to
Great Falls.
Great Falls and
Falls.
see that
And there are
river.
a lot of scenic views.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
thinking about the GW Parkway.
Right. There's
Beautiful
some
views there.
beautiful views
You have the
around.
overlook, the scenic overlook. It's
Right.
so pretty.
Or going up 270 up toward Fredericks, they have scenic overlook, and I mean you'll be surprised, and you could tie that into a picnic. That's
Yeah,
so you
exactly.
really have a nice fun over a few hours. And this is one that we've done too. We go see a movie, especially you could go to a
Drive-in.
yes, Benji's Drive-In up in Baltimore. Been open since the 50s. Of course, they're huge screen, and you pick up the sound over a radio station, I believe FM station, and you get to see 2 movies for the price of one. Sometimes it's
I know
3
you-
movies for the
Yes.
price of one. So that's something, a novel idea. Go up to a drive-in theater, definitely.
And I know I've said this before, but I cannot stress enough. You don't have to pay a lot of money to have fun with your hun.
Yeah, and you
Right.
certainly spend less money at a drive-in
Yes.
because you're seeing 2 or 3 movies.
And
Right.
if you want to, you can take the kids along.
Right.
I don't know
Right.
how
They'll
that's-
probably go to sleep before all the movies.
That might be a good idea.
Right.
But anyway, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Another thing you could do is,
Well, one thing I like to do, and I remember this when I was in college, my brother would take me out on a date. He took me to Chicago O'Hare Airport on one of our outings together.
and we've done that.
and
We've
we've
gone
done-
and watched the planes
It's
take
so much
off
fun
and
to watch the planes
land.
take off
Yeah.
and land.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can get something to eat also at the airport.
Right. Right. So again, those are just a few things that you can places you can go to have fun.
And not pay a lot of money.
Right. Right. So let's continue.
Okay.
All right.
You can go on a day or nighttime bus tour.
Right.
I know in Washington, D.C., I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you can take a tour of the Capitol at night. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so check that out. Call your representatives, and they'll be happy to give you tickets or passes, whatever you need to go on those tours. I recommend it highly.
And there are a lot of tours in D.C. Hop on, hop off tours. We've gone in different cities. So bus tours can be really nice. And if you don't like the bus,
You can go to a boat harbor tour in D.C., Baltimore, or Annapolis.
Right.
One thing I like to do, I like the paddle boats at the tidal basins. You can go
yes.
out on the water.
right.
You have to do a little bit of work, but that's okay. But
Right.
it's beautiful. I just love to go out there and just,
And that was fun, definitely. Speaking of fun, here's something else that you can go. You could go to Sip and Paint. And we've done that.
we have. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and we did it. We've done it with relatives, and
Yes.
we've done it with groups.
Right? We have.
Yeah, that's a kind of a fun, novel
It's a-
experience.
And you can take your work of art home and frame it as a reminder.
Right.
of
And we
time
also,
spent.
go
Yeah.
ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Dave
we-
and Buster's. I know you want
yes.
to get to Dave and Buster's,
That-
right?
David, the adult video games and adult playground. Yes, Dave and Buster's. So that's something you can do as well to have fun. And
Go to the botanical gardens. We like to go to Longwood Gardens. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's not too far away by
Yeah.
car. It takes
And-
us, a couple of hours to get there?
yeah, and
But you can spend all day there and you can get a bite to eat
yeah.
in the little cafe they have there. It's
Right,
beautiful.
right. And Botanical Garden, I know there's
like
one in DC, there's one in Baltimore. So Botanical Gardens can be really nice, really, and something different where you can have fun. Now, speaking of something different,
You can go to open houses and
or you can go to rich neighborhoods and new homes. Why would we want to do that?
to get ideas for decorating and landscaping as well.
Yeah. Go to the neighborhoods or go to an open house and look
Yeah.
around and say, hey, that's unique what they did. Yeah, we ought to consider doing that. So that's something that could be done locally. And another thing is,
You can go to an estate and garage sales. You'd be surprised. There used to be this show that comes on, I don't know if it still comes on, called the Antique Roadshow. And
right.
oftentimes people don't even realize
Yeah,
the value of some of the
right. Pieces
merchandise that they
and
picked up.
And the old saying, one person's trash is another person's
man's treasure.
treasure.
Yes.
So go to an estate sale or garage sale. I know I went to one a couple of months ago. I bought a really deluxe Monopoly game. And I said, oh boy, yeah,
This
this.
reminds me, we haven't played. You're afraid I'm going to beat you, but that's okay.
You sort of have a monopoly on that. All right.
No pun intended, right?
Something else that we've done. In fact, we did this recently. We went to
The Soul Circus.
yes,
that was really fun.
Universal Circus.
Yes.
that circus, I tell you, that was a fun 2.5 hours.
And you know what I really liked about how interactive they were with the audience? And you don't find that at a lot of circuses I've been to in the past.
And if you have kids, they will love it.
They will love it.
And they would like going to a parade too.
Yes.
Or even as adults, you could go to a parade. And another thing we have on that line is you could go to an art show or a fashion show.
Or a museum.
There's so many places you can go locally.
Yes. And also you can go on a tour of the White House or the Capitol.
Yeah.
You could even tour the Capitol. I know they used to offer nighttime tours of the Capitol. I'm not sure if they still do that.
Yeah.
But you can get tickets by calling your congressman or senator. You can get tickets through their office. Just tell them your constituent and that you would like to have passes to view.
And a lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's true.
But
That's true.
It's our house.
Right.
We just let them borrow it for a couple of years.
And our representatives.
Yeah.
Another thing that you could do is go, and the kids would love this, but sometimes adults love that.
Yes.
Go to a park or somewhere and fly a kite.
It's so much fun.
And we know someone that likes to go and fly a drone.
Yes.
And I'm intrigued by that.
Yes.
Or sometimes people that maybe our age or a little younger, we remember we used to do what?
Speak for yourself. Our age, throw a frisbee.
Yeah, go to the park and throw a frisbee or a baseball or whatever.
Get a little exercise.
Yeah.
While you're having fun.
So going to the park, you can do a lot of things. So those are a lot of activities that we've put up on the screen. And as we mentioned, what we want to do now is put them all up on the screen so you can see and get your camera and take a picture.
And I would also like to mention that some of the parks, they have barbecue pits. So you can have a picnic at a park. Just take some hot dogs, hamburgers, or whatever.
Right.
Marshmallows.
Right.
And make a nice day of it, a cookout. Yes, exactly.
In fact, I remember a few years ago when we were the host of our family reunion, we took them all down to Sandy Point, and we had a big cookout. And that was a great time.
It was
so
hot,
that's a good idea,
Voncille.
Yes. Yeah, get some friends or family together and say, hey, let's go down.
Buy a bag of marshmallows. And, it's fun.
So by now you should have taken that picture. And as always, we say sit down and talk. And, you got 19 or more places on the screen. Sit down and talk. And, just pick out your 3 and your spouse pick out their 3 and decide where we're going to start. And as I mentioned before, we're going to talk about next steps.
And also, I would like to add, if there are activities that you like to do that you don't see on our list, email us and let us know what those activities are.
Good idea.
Because we love learning.
Right. Okay, so let's look at the next category of fun activities. And that is doing things at home. Yes. And there's a lot we have there. So let's talk about some of the fun things to do at home.
You can have a family game night.
You could do that as a couple, or you could do that as a family, or even friends and extended family.
Siblings. Yes. And I love this. You can do a family scavenger hunt. That's fun.
Right.
I love a scavenger
And we've talked about having a Easter egg roll for the kids, because we have many kids in the family.
Yes, and, that's a lot of. I think the grown-ups enjoy it as much as the children. Right.
So, and
you can watch each other's top 10 movies.
So sit down and what were your top 5 movies?
Well, we're not going to watch all Star Trek movies.
No. No, but I did like Star Wars is in my top 10, the first one. Yeah. But seriously, you can sit down and discuss them. Pick out your top 5 and then come together, talk about them, and just plan a movie night once a week for 10 weeks and watch that movie and talk about it and talk about why you like it so much, why it's in your top list. Okay.
And if I may say, go outside your comfort zone, because we usually don't agree on the same movies. But what I have found is some of the movies that he loves, I will go with him, and to my surprise, I end up liking the movie.
And the same with me.
Oh, that's good to know.
It wasn't on my top
We'll go
list.
to romance.
Right.
Okay.
Another thing you could do is watch your favorite TV shows and cartoons that you used to watch as a child or when you were growing up. What were some of those favorite TV shows? Well, of course, now there are a variety of networks, and you can probably find it. So, go tune in the first episode of the Beverly Hillbillies.
Or Leave It to Beaver.
Right.
Wally.
Yeah, so talk about that. That's just a fun conversation.
Fun.
What cartoons did you like when you were a kid? And try to find those and just, make a little plan, make the popcorn and sit down and
watch the Flintstones.
The Flintstones or the Jetsons. Or how about Johnny Quest? Remember that?
Yes, I do, darling. I do remember.
Yeah, so that could be a fun thing. Also, we've talked about having a picnic out in the yard.
Yes.
Lay a blanket down, get a little tent or whatever.
Or you may not be able to get up if you're our age, so I would recommend
and gazing at the stars. I mean, that
a chair.
Yeah, or chairs, definitely.
Yeah.
But again, something different that could turn into fun. Right, it could be a picnic.
Yes. Yes. I love a good
and here's an interesting one
that we've actually done. Mel did it actually. Organize your favorite pictures, and you can create a memory book. And what he did for me, he created a memory book from when we first started dating to the present, which I really love.
I tricked her to find out what were her favorite pictures of us as a couple, and then I had mine, and so I put them together.
And I love it.
Yeah, and sent it out and got a nice picture book, and it now sits on our coffee table in our living room.
Yes,
and she loves it. Anytime family members come over, she shows it to her.
I sure
But
do.
it was a fun activity, and that's something you can do as a couple.
Yeah.
Also, you can plan or do seasonal decorating. Fall is coming up, and Thanksgiving, some people get into
I
Halloween.
just got a craving for some turkey and stuff.
And Christmas decorating. I mean, you could plan that. That could be a family thing.
Yes.
But that's a fun thing you could do at home. Also,
start a home garden. Plants or vegetables or vegetables.
Yeah, you can even start growing plants inside. You can't do the vegetables, but you can. You could get, and sometimes picking out exotic plants or plants that you really like.
That's easy to take care of.
Easy to take care of.
I have been called a plant killer. But
I have green thumb.
No pun intended.
Right, so that's something that we could do. You can also, a little bit different, having fun.
I knew you were going to
go to exercise together. Okay. And once that's over, you can
shower together.
And that can be fun. We know that. So let's think about that. You go and work out together, and then you come home and work out together. So exercise and shower together.
Yes.
And here's something interesting as well that you could do as a fun activity.
You can research your family history.
Do that on...
Or each other's family history.
Each other's history, yeah. That's really...
That's fun.
And you can...
You'd be surprised what you might find.
Right,
for example, if I may say, I didn't know this until I was a grown woman, but one of my father's sisters was actually married to Joe Louis.
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't know that growing up. And I was a grown woman before I learned that news.
Right, right.
He was married to my father's sister.
Yeah, and speaking of family history, this summer we had a cookout for Voncille's brother and wife, and they had all their 6 adult children over, their kids, their grandkids.
And their kids.
And one of the things I had done was taken a lot of the pictures and made a family picture slideshow.
Oh, it was great.
That I showed while everybody was here, and they loved it.
They loved it. It was wonderful.
And so all those pictures that you have, remember I said get them organized. You can really create folders and put, different branches of the family tree, or just create slideshows, and that could be a big hit anytime family or friends come over.
Yeah, that's true. And also, you can have a barbecue. Arts and crafts night with your family. You can
set up the fire pit.
We have a fire pit
and
to put on.
Love cooking
marshmallows,
s'mores.
Yeah, that's right, s'mores.
Right.
I was getting there.
And things you could do at home, and we did this too.
Yes, you can buy and put puzzles together.
Yeah.
And then after you put them together, you could actually. My brother and his wife actually taught us this. You can put the puzzles together, and you can put them in a picture frame, hang them on your wall.
Yeah, and we've done that. We've done that.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, today you can buy a board that has 4 drawers.
Yes.
And so when you pour out all those puzzle pieces, you can divide them up and put them in the drawers.
Yeah.
And then Voncille could be putting together one part of the puzzle. I could be putting together another part. And so it makes it a bit easier instead of looking at 500 pieces or 1,000 pieces. You've separated them.
Separated them.
Right.
I think we should do that real soon again.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It took about 3 days working with your brother and his wife, but it was fun.
We had a great
something
time.
Different, unique, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Or you can
shop and cook meals together. No.
Grocery shopping.
I won't call you out, but you know it's true. Cooking is not your ministry.
Right. But I have worked with you, and it's been fun.
To be honest, honest and fair, he does make a good breakfast, and he serves me breakfast in bed most mornings, and I love that. And I appreciate it.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Let's finish this. Create a travel bucket list, so you can sit down and say, okay, where would I like to travel in the next 5 years? Yeah.
You can start a home-based business.
Yeah, have you really talked about that? What kind of business could you do as a couple?
You could buy a family pet.
Consider buying a family pet.
A friendly one.
Yeah. You can also create a what?
Couples cave.
A couples cave.
Kids-free.
Kids-free couples cave. Yes, I invite you down to my couples cave.
Yeah. Oh, so it's your couple
the
cave.
The man cave has now become our couples cave. You can have what's been called spiritual update talks. In other words, talk, once a week or every now and then. Hey, what are you learning from your Bible reading? Or what are you learning from studying? Yes.
But also, you can have a yard sale.
Yes.
Or sell items.
Yeah.
Online.
Go clean out that storage area. Decide what you're going to sell. You could sell them online. You could have a yard sale yourself to make money. And let's say then you can take that money and spend it at restaurant week. We're coming down the home stretch, so I'm going to put up on the screen all the fun things that you can do at home. And again, we encourage you, take out your phone and take a picture of that. And there's a variety of things that you could do to have fun there. And we encourage you, sit down, talk about that. And I'm sure you can find some things in that to use. Okay, those are the things the categories for tonight. We've talked about
watching or participating in sports.
Yes, going to local places.
Things to do at home.
Things
You'd be
to do at
surprised
home.
how much fun you could have at home and won't cost you a thing.
Right, and hopefully
Be creative.
And hopefully you've taken 3 pictures where you could sit down and start talking about and start even planning of what you're going to do. But until then, we hope you start having fun. And as we like to close, living a godly marriage is the best marriage.